an introduction on the big screens to the TV members of the 2025 Royal Air Force aerobatic team and an excellent view of the red, white and blue smoke being emitted as they prepare to take off.
Fair play, that's good. on 3 for one of the most iconic shapes in aviation history. The smoke comes on. This is Concorde. half. Of course, second half is the more dynamic, fast-paced, heart-pumping, jaw-dropping part of the show with those high-speed passes nose to nose. The smoke comes on once again from the left in our Diamond 9. It's the 2025 Red Arrows. Red 6 and 8. Tactics the attack. Each pair of about 2,000 feet on the left of the airfield. Only one open feet with the clock speeding over 9. As hammer 4 the hammer pass. Highly experienced operator, having flown Tatoo and RIAT, as well as being a qualified flight shooter on the Takeoff 2. Let's get the synchro pair ready. Massive running on the power roll in a maneuver called the double rolls. Keeping that turn on 3 to 4G, coming in from the right, the smoke comes on, in the Tango. With its little surprise, we can see 6, we can see 8, we can see 9. Well, there is Red 7 hiding in the smoke of Red 6 in the Tempest.